G'day folks, couldn't start without giving you a look at both Bobby and me. The little fellow on my shoulder and I are going to Adelaide via Boulia, Mount Isa, Tennant Creek, Alice Springs, Kings Canyon, The Rock, Cooper Pedy, and then on to Adelaide, where I will be visiting my daughter and son-in-law and their 3 kids, our grandchildren. This is the first time you have seen Bobby. He is a most amusing mate and is always busy. He is very independent and mischievous. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the mischief he gets up to in the future. We left the Middleton Hotel campsite around 10 a.m, setting out to the Hamilton Hotel ruins and rest area, where I intend to spend the night. My brother Raoul worked as a jackaroo on Lucknow Station, which wasn't very far from the Hamilton Hotel. He worked there during the 1950s and has since passed away. He used to tell many stories about the visits he made to the Middleton Pub, so I thought I would stay the night and have a beer with him. Rest in peace, mate. I have travelled this way before and couldn't wait to get to the Cawnpore station area, where there is such spectacular scenery. Small mountains, flat-topped hills, and the colours are just unbelievable. There are stunted gidgee trees and the spinifex is quite abundant. Wedge-tailed eagles are to be seen eating the roadkill, mainly kangaroos, and sometimes are so full they can't fly, and in their haste to get out of the way, sometimes panic and have been known to fly into oncoming vehicles in their urgent or ungainly effort to get off the ground. I have endeavoured to capture the colours and scenery in this area, and I am sure you will be amazed at the different coloured soils and clays around the Cawnpore Lookout and Cawnpore Station. The land looks so arid, but it never ceases to amaze me that the station properties can run cattle and or sheep and make a living. This area is really Queensland's Monument Valley. Travelling on to the Hamilton Hotel site, the country starts to flatten out, and this is one of the many areas where the famous Min Min lights have been seen. For a great story and the local history of the Min Min light, visit the Min Min Encounter show in Boulia. Apparently the lights have seemed to choose those allowed to see them. The Hamilton Hotel had a fairly long history, starting as a Common Co staging post and finally closed its doors in the late 80s, early 90s. The building was left deserted, and I was told by a Boulia local that the SES used it as a site for a fire and rescue exercise prior to its demolition. I spent the night camped at the Hamilton rest area and had a couple of beers in memory of my brother, but to my disappointment the lights never showed. Obviously I was not one of the chosen ones. The colours are just astounding in this area, and I am so pleased I was able to capture some of the colours with my drone. The only remaining part of the hotel is the fireplace, as you will see in the photos at the end of this video. There are 2 graves on the dam wall situated behind the rest area. They are within easy walking distance and worth a visit, if only to maintain the memories of the 2 buried there. The first to be buried was Agnes Hasted, whose son owned the Hamilton Hotel. She had a long history in and around the Boulia area and previously owned 2 of the hotels before you reached the Hamilton. One was the Min Min Hotel and the other was the Middleton Hotel. She passed away from natural causes. The second gravesite belongs to a shearer, Snowy Fraser, who spent all of his days off at the Hamilton. He died accidentally and was buried alongside Agnes. Snowy had no known relatives. The dam behind the old site, i.e. rest area, is quite big and held a good body of water when I was there. Well, it's on to Boulia today to catch up with my son and daughter-in-law. And hopefully I'll have more for you next time. Bye for now.